Hello and welcome back to Arsenal Gun Showcase! It's so good to be back in the recording studio. It looks like they fixed the drywall after getting wrecked by sniper bullets in the last episode. What the? Oh god! Get down! Get down! Get down quick! Neato! Oh yeah, in case you have no idea what Arsenal Gun Showcase is, it's a series where we take a deep look at the history and stats on the guns of Arsenal. My name is 𝘋𝘪𝘴𝘦𝘯𝘢𝘪, and let's dive right into this! So, what do you think of when you hear the word pistol? Do you think of a small sidearm? A tiny gun that could fit in your pocket? Well, what if I told you that this is classified as a pistol? What? No, I am not kidding. The Falkor is a freaking pistol! Actually, it's an AR-15 pistol, which is a whole category in itself. So now that I've got your attention, why don't we get into the history of the Falkor? Alright? Good. Let's do it. Falkor FG-9 is, like I said, an AR-15 pistol made by Falkor Defense in Montana, USA. The Falkor was made to capitalize on the increase in popularity of the AR-15 pistols and pistol carbines. According to their website, they wanted to make a better pistol than their competitors, calling the other AR-15 pistols on the market hastily rushed. Other than that, there isn't much information on it besides some boring and complex info on cartridge size and muzzle velocity. Oh crap, instead that would put any ordinary Arsenal player to sleep, so let's just move on. The Falkor was added into the sci-fi update on the 29th of September 2020, with development screenshots being posted as far back as May 2020. Then in the third summer update on the 6th of July 2021, after almost going a year without getting changed, the fire rate and the magazine quality got nerfed. Wait, what the f? Why did they say magazine quality? What the f? The fire rate and the magazine capacity got nerfed. Other than that and its sounds being changed on the 31st of October 2021, nothing else of note has happened to the Falkor so far. So, the Falkor used to be very good. Don't get me wrong, it still is a good weapon, but it's just not good at the same time. You know what I mean. Anyways, it essentially got neutered when the new stats were put in play in the third summer update, but it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I'll talk about that later. For now though, I'm going to go over both versions of the Falkor, before the stat change and after, starting with the old stats first. When the Falkor first came out, it was overpowered, like Mennonite and Brawl levels of OP. There's no sugarcoating it. It's high fire rate, high magazine capacity, and the ADS makes it a jack of all trades. Want to shred someone in CQB, not even giving them a chance to breathe? Go for it. Want to pick someone off while they're running away from you? By all means, buddy. Of course, like any weapon, it did come with a finger full of downsides. It had super high spread and recoil when not using the ADS, not too high damage, and annoying muzzle flash that would pretty much blind you. But this is where the high magazine capacity came into play. If a gun does little damage but has very high fire rate and mag capacity, it really doesn't matter. The gun is still going to pulverize an enemy like Swiss cheese. So in a nutshell, the Falkor was very forgiving. But when people booted up the third summer update, played a few rounds, and eventually got the Falkor, they were really surprised upon first firing the weapon. The new stats just threw them off their rhythm. The first notable difference was the fire rate, which is very slow compared to some other automatic weapons. And then there's the magazine capacity, which isn't good compared to other guns like the MP5K. Now in all fairness, this is a pistol. So the new magazine and fire rate must have been more accurate than the old ones. And that's what I think 𝘀😀was aiming for. They wanted to make the Falkor more realistic and more like a pistol. But in doing so, they completely changed the strategy of this weapon. Oh, who am I kidding? The strategy doesn't exist in Arsenal. It's literally just W plus mouse 1, the game. Anyways, the new stats make it easy to use at longer ranges, while also being viable in CQC, albeit way less than the original version. Unfortunately, the weapon's weaknesses were seemingly ported over with the new stats, with the Falkor still having terrible spread and recoil while firing, and not ideal damage.
Ooh, that's kind of small. Yikes.
Though at the end of the day, you can still easily get a kill with it and move on, and that's all that matters. Overall, the Falkor isn't a really good weapon anymore, but I do think the developers made the right call when rebalancing it. The truth is, Arsenal needs guns and weapons of all qualities of play to really shine. If the game didn't have any variety from grid to DIY tumor replacement surgery in the gun dynamics, every game would end faster than a 12-year-old saying, "Give me a dev skin" when Zone A joins a lobby. It feels much more satisfying to finally get off a bad weapon than it does to get off a railgun. Bad guns slow the game down, so players who aren't the best get a decent chance at getting that golden knife kill without some basement dweller pissing on their abilities. In Arsenal, the good weapons are relatively balanced out by the bad ones. Even the great sluggers have their gripes too, though very minor at worst. And that's it for the first episode of the second season of Arsenal Gun Showcase. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. My name is 𝘋𝘪𝘴𝘦𝘯𝘢𝘪, and this is Arsenal Gun Showcase. Catch you later! Okay, Ordinary, it's done. Why are you giggling like a f***ing gremlin? Like, what do you have there? What the f***? Twilight Monopoly? Dude, I am not 43 and, no, I'm not doing this. No, you're not making me play this f***ing thing. No.
20 minutes later.
I swear to f***ing God, the only demographic Twilight appeals to are f***ing psychopaths. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chance. Take off your t-shirt. This game's a f***ing pervert!